Yes, you're watching Today with John and Helen live. According to psychologist Abraham Maslow, human beings' psychological needs of food, water, clothing, shelter, and sleep must be satisfied in order for them to address more complex needs like mental and physical health, relationships, long time housing, and unemployment. Or is it employment? Yeah.
Yes, awesome that. Our tent is pitched today on housing, shelter, and employment, talking about the business opportunities that are available in real estate and property management. And to help us is a real estate consultant, a guru at that, and an interior designer with many years of practice. The topic is the ABCs of the business of real estate. And Olatunde Smith, MD CEO, Candor Real Estate, and Pillows and Assets is our guide. Welcome to Today with John and Helen Live, sir.
Okay.
Good to have you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Great.
Have you too, ma'am.
So we're looking at the ABCs of the business of real estate, and
Okay,
I
ma'am.
wish I could take. I'm itching to get so much knowledge. Yeah. No, you
Yeah,
fill
here
us
to
in
share.
anyway on
Okay,
how
ma'am.
easy it is to latch on to
real estate.
this business and maybe thrive in it, in this sector. Could you
Yes, ma'am.
give us a few hints on that?
As you earlier stated, when you want to go into a business, you have to identify a need. And the major need for man is shelter. And after food, I think is shelter. So any business that revolves around that is likely to grow if managed properly. So I think that is,
That's the catch, if managed properly.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. But you see, we go around now. You meet like 10 young people, male, female, and about 7 or 8 of them tell you they're into real estate. Is the business so lucrative now?
The business has always been lucrative because a lot of light wasn't shed on it earlier on, and the practices on how it used to be done those days nowadays is different. We have young marketers, entrepreneurs earning 6 figures monthly just because they're able to close deals. So, and I hardly think there's any sector that can give you about opportunities as real estate, where you have maybe whatever it is you put in, and it's not really commensurate to what you get at the end of the day. You actually get more if done well.
Okay.
Well, I see that you've spotted a few grays, but I make proud to say that I have more grays than you do. But now, seriously speaking, now, it would appear that you started out very young
Yes, sir.
in the business. Construction, interior designing, and the whole gamut. Tell us how's it been?
I started young because I had the passion for it right since I was a child. Running household chores, doing business with my dad, basically went around with him, doing this and that with him. So basically, that actually helped me get a feel, have an insight into the industry quite young.
Early on, yeah.
So, well, most people think I'm still very young, but I think spending over 15 years in this industry, and if I want to count the years I've been with doing it before I started professionally, I think I'm quite old in the industry, and I think the revolution of real estate happened before my eyes. That's what I think. So I think I have a little bit of information about it.
You stepped in maybe at the right time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so from the Omonile issues,
Okay.
documentation delays in securing land, and all of the related challenges that come from government and all of that. What is your winning formula? How have you been able to navigate this stage? There's so many difficult stages and difficulties in this.
I think this is the core of real estate business, what you just mentioned. A lot of people have incurred heavy losses, while a lot of people have incurred, as in they've gained massively. The first thing is working with professionals, people that know what they're doing. And I think a problem with Nigerians is we like to take the shortcut and avoiding paying these little fees for professionals to get the right advice.
Yeah, why not?
And go straight to, for instance, anomonile is anomonile. Yeah. Some of them are educated, some of them are not educated. And the word itself depicts a certain character in certain people. So you have that problem of resale of land to multiple people. But when you engage professionals early, they know how to go about this.
Okay.
They know how to get documentation, which is very, very important on a particular property. You may not know. Then we have people touting fake documents. If you don't know how to go about confirming the authenticity of these documents, you may just be defrauded over and over again.
Well, I want us to dive a little deeper into that.
Okay.
Because we want to be able to identify who are the quacks and what kind of document is right and which one is wrong or authentic. So how do we know these things
Okay.
from a mile off?
The ultimate document for any land is government consent. But we have real estate companies selling land with different types of documents. And I always advise most times that always go for properties with government consent or something close, maybe C of O, or even a registered survey. So if you don't have either of these documents, it will be difficult to, first of all, process your land when it gets to Lagos State, because definitely you buying land is just the first stage. Then you have to go about trying to get documentation into your own title. So if they've not gone through the process of getting the proper titles for their documents, that shows that government had actually given them that property or it actually belongs to them. Okay. You run into so many hitches along the line.
So would you demand for this document?
That's the first thing you demand for. And the next thing you do your own due diligence. Lagos State government has provided different avenues which you can confirm authenticity of documents given to you. But so many people don't know how to go about it. That is where professionals come in. When you see a property you like, you call your lawyer, you call your surveyor, they chart the property, and also the lawyer knows how to go to lands or any other parastatal to get the original document of that property or to authenticate the claim of the person that wants to sell the property. If you don't do that, you may run into hitches along the line.
Okay, this is very important to me because times are really difficult. And the younger ones especially are looking for, legitimate windows to survive and help their families. And so it will be catastrophic if you probably delve into real estate without knowing all about it. And the small money that you probably have, you lose it. So it's very critical that we let the viewers know exactly how this works and how it can be a means of business for them. So we are here like in a classroom, and we're asking you to teach our viewers how we can tap into all of the possibilities that are in real estate at this point in time. So if you met a young man, for example, who says, okay, I want to go into this business, what should I do? What would you say to that?
First of all, the term real estate is very broad. And we have little industries within the STEM real estate industry. So most of the time it starts with passion. Some people can manage people and resources very well. Some people cannot. Everyone has God-given talent. Everybody has something they can be good at. So if you're not good in marketing, you might be good at maybe an aspect, for instance, carpentry, you might be good at welding, you might be good at, you might be good at maybe interior designs. Okay. You might just have this flair for quality.
That's all part of the value chain.
That's all part of the value chain. So at the end of the day, you tap into people's strengths. So you have to first of all be able to identify your own strength before you delve into the industry. Okay. Then number two, you have to have studied the environment you're trying to get into. Because we have so many people that have come in and have fallen because they didn't do it the right way, or they went about consulting the wrong people and they did not get it at all. So first of all, you have to look at experience. you know, and you have to deal with people that are ready to share information with you, not hoarding it. Because some people really don't know these things. They're just there with the title, but they don't really know how to go about these things. So when coming to real estate industry, if you're not a marketer, you should be able to do something. You could be an engineer, you could be an architect, you could be
A surveyor.
you could be a lawyer. We have situations whereby a lot of developers are actually lawyers. I have a lot of them as friends. I have a lot of developers as surveyors, you know, but the ability to manage other professionals and bring them together to achieve the common goal. Because at the end of the day, it's all about people management and resources. So you know what you're good at and stick to it and get someone that knows how to do that thing which you want to do at least better than you and seek his counsel or seek his consultancy.
So there's a period of internship.
Yes.
You know, you must be ready to.
You have to be ready to.
You don't jump into it and want to make money immediately.
You don't. I would tell people most times that for real estate, you need minimum of 5 years to understand the industry. Because there's so many opportunities that presents itself. You could sell a property and your customer or your client is asking you, I want to get this house fixed. Can you get it done for me? I need an interior designer. I need some. You'll find that a lot of real estate marketers double as interior designers also because they tend to know, maybe they know someone that knows how to do this thing very well and they partner with the person. So just because they have the clients, they're able to broker deals and get some form of commission from the interior designer. So these are, as I said, there's too many little aspects in real estate that young people can actually tap into. So you don't really have to have money to start real estate. I keep telling people. That even as real estate, you don't really need so much money. There's a process they call OPM, that's other people's money, where you bring people together that have money. You'll be the broker, basically. You get the property, maybe with a joint venture agreement with property owner. Then you get people that have money to invest in it. And every day you get certain properties assigned to you as a percentage. So real estate has different ways that you can get into it. And it's not every time you get used to use money. You can use influence, you can use, the ability to manage people.
It's changing his city position.
I think that my grandfather, right? I suspect that he may have left some wealth for me somewhere.
Wow.
And what you're saying, what you're saying is beginning to interest me. I don't want to be an intern. Your organization, does it provide stuff like mentorship for people like me who just suddenly found out that, hey, I have money somewhere and I'm interested in
that is why we are here. You call on us. We have several projects and we have several agreements running concurrently that people can actually tap into. And definitely everything is documented and agreements are signed. So whatever it is you're coming with, you have to come with your own documentation. And in some cases, we create trust. So it's not as if you're giving someone money, your money will just disappear. No.
What about mentorship?
You come and we give you the ability to work with us. You come, basically it's a site thing. So a lot of times when I come to the office, we're always on the field. Because when you come to the office, you already meet people in the office, maybe one or two people. But most times we're on field. It's a very, very hands-on industry. So you meet us on site and you have to be able to start maybe with the dirty work first. And you have to have the willingness to learn. That's, I think, the most important part of real estate. Willingness to learn, because there's so many tricks of the trade and so many things that you learn on the job. There's some things that I can't say everything to you, but you have to learn it while doing it. So by the time you come around, we discuss terms, we can always set you up, no problem. We can help you set up your own real estate, partner with us. After a while, you stand on your own. It's not a big deal. So it can be arranged.
But you have to come with some kind of skills.
You have to. Everyone has some sort of skill.
Passion.
Everybody, for you to want to do something, you must like it, and your passion starts from there. When you like something, there's an element of passion in that thing. So you can actually grow it or kill it.
Okay. That's right. Okay, I will be speaking for a few people out there, I believe. Real estate companies at this point in time, there are 101 promos going on. This property originally goes for 50 million, 20 million. But for this promo,
get a goat.
It's slashed down to 1.5, 2 million.
Buy one, get one.
Please share. How does it work?
When it comes to real estate in this country, that's why I started with the word get professionals. When something sounds too good to be true, it's actually too good to be true. You have real estate companies that they didn't even do their own due diligence when they started up the business. Maybe somewhere along the line, they encountered
But the
glitches.
truth, they honestly have these properties.
Now, that's why I said, before you do anything, before you buy anything, get professionals. Get your engineer to check out the property, or get your surveyor to go and check this property. Is the land actually for this person?
Okay.
Get your lawyer to go through whatever agreements they're giving to you. Because whatever discounts you think you're getting now, trust me, there's a way they're getting back the money from you. So basically, you don't fall for, the figures, the bold written print. Go and read the fine print. So there's always
all
a
the
difference.
terms and conditions that apply.
The devil lies in the details. So the terms and conditions are very, very important in whatever you're going to sign the deal. So when you think you're getting it cheap, there's a problem somewhere there. So it's not there's no cheap property anywhere in the world if it is done right. But when you now start getting unbelievable offers, there's a problem. Just know that there's a problem.
Yeah.
And all you need to do is find out what the problem is. When you start asking questions, you now start finding out that, maybe the land does not belong to them. Maybe they want to try to pay off the person. Or there's a problem along the line. There's a problem. Maybe the building might be defective. They don't want to sell and move on. Do you understand? So there's always a catch to it. So I always tell people, or maybe there's another part of real estate, which is maintenance and service charge. Depending on the ones that are selling land, you buy a property for like 500,000. When they are ready to build, they tell you to bring 20 million naira development charge.
Yes.
I always tell people, a lot of times, what you're paying is subscription fee. When you buy land for a certain price, just know that the subscription fee you're paying. When they want to start work, everybody knows that you are paid. The development fee might be 20 times, 10 times more than what you paid for the land. A lot of times, people abandon.
Of course.
So when they write you for a couple of times, you're not responding, they sell your property to somebody else and give you back your money. So that's why I said, real estate done well. Seek professional counsel. Talk to people that have been in the business. That, this thing, what do you think? There's some people, maybe they are still trying to get the land back from the government. Maybe they built in the red map zone. And so there's always something. But if you don't know there's something and you focus more on your gains by thinking you have an offer, you may just be shooting yourself in the foot. So that's my advice to people most times. Get details. Find out what exactly you are getting yourself into and ensure that your agreements are watertight. If you're not, you run into huge losses.
Now you've talked about the value chain and you've pointed out so many areas. Are there any areas that one could just quickly step into, like the low-hanging fruits that one can quickly just step in and make an impact?
I tell people something. In real estate, the only part that you could see your value of money multiply in very little period is if you subscribe to schemes that include maybe off-plan schemes.
What's that?
There's a property they want to develop, and you're an early bird.
Okay.
So, time value of money. You could buy a property for 30 million off plan. By the time they are done, it's already worth 60 million because of market forces. And we know land is the only limited resource we have. Can't be really manufactured.
Yeah.
So, the more scarce land is, the higher the value of properties. So you might we've had instances when people bought properties for 20, even as low as 15 million flats. By the time the project was done, the flats were asking for 35, 40 million. So the person that invested 2 years ago in off-plan schemes, that's the only avenue which you can get value for your money. And even investing in that, there are ways to go about it. Get professionals involved in it.
Okay. So that's property and real estate for investment. How about property development, real estate for personal values, shelter for individuals.
Okay,
As we get ready to round up this conversation.
we have mortgage companies that give out mortgages for certain properties, especially the ones that have been confirmed to have been built well, and there are certain developers that already give out schemes. But we know the condition of the economy right now, and so a lot of times you may have variations even before the building is done, or you may have to remortgage your properties again. So it's always an issue. And of course, whatever it is, you may have to pay out mortgage because developers don't like spreading for 20 years. No.
Okay.
It's only LSDPC that does that. 2 years, 3 years. So I can imagine how many people fall within can afford to pay 1.5, 2 million a month as mortgage. Not so many people can do that. But when you start early, okay, imagine you're investing in an off-plan scheme when it was like 15 million. When they're done with it, it's already worth 40 million. So if you don't like the property, maybe you're looking at having an individual properties elsewhere, and a lot of times you don't even pay at once, even for the OPM.
Yeah,
when you pay, you can spread the payments over a year.
Instrumental.
But we are very strict with timelines.
Okay.
When you miss it once or twice.
A final word from you, please. A final word.
So I think I'll say that real estate is and will always be one of the most profitable sectors of the economy that can hedge against inflation. It is the best place to invest in because you see your money, you've done right, and as whatever happens, your value stays or increases. It's all up from there.
Okay.
So that's my advice.
Okay, so inflation does not do anything.
Doesn't affect. The higher the value of the currencies or the higher inflation, the higher the value of the property. So you can always balance off by selling off one or two things, and you'll be fine.
All right, we are grateful to
Thank
you, for your time and the impact and clear experience that you have shared with us.
Yes, ma'am.
Your success story, I believe, we will continue to tell.
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you find time to come back on the show, so
Thank
we
you,
can present you more to our viewers and help them take decisions, either for business or for individual benefits.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, and I should be a proud owner of one of your properties, I hope.
One of your
very
properties.
Soon. So thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, ma'am.
So up next on Today with John and Helen, live, we have a lifestyle and wellness segment with Farron Shonuga. And of course, our Keep Fit segment with Dolly Phillips.
Yep. So if you're ready, we are. Time to have fun with the Keep Fit coach, delectable Dolly Phillips, and later on, lifestyle with Farron Shonuga. Off we go to the gym.